So today I'm going to go over the Time Master Pro. So I have no makeup on, scary, but no makeup. And I'm going to show you how to use this. So you can just follow along so you can see how to use it. It's only 10 minutes, the session, so I may speed up a little bit in certain areas, but I'm going to show you how you can do it. I'm making this video because it's pretty frustrating. Every time I told the client to go on to a certain site to see how to do it, the person was really young and didn't have many issues. So I just felt like you needed to see it on somebody where maybe you could see a little bit of the results. One tip also is, if you notice my face is not even, and this is a trick that a lot of people do when they show a skincare product or a machine that's supposed to lift your face. My face is definitely more lifted on one side than the other. This side is definitely more lifted. This side droops down a lot. You can see all over here droops down more. This side is more lifted. This eyebrow is more lifted than this one. This eye is droopier than this one. So what they'll do when they do a machine, they'll do it on this side and then they'll be done and they'll be like, look how much higher my eyebrow is than this side. But meanwhile, they didn't show you that before it was, because it's very deceiving. Once they start doing it, you didn't look at the comparison. So I'm showing you now the comparison. It's not that dramatic. I'll be able to tell if this lifts up a little bit more or if this lifts a little bit more, because my face is always very crooked. And I haven't used this machine in a couple of months because I've been so busy doing other things. Like, I really had no time. So this is going to be a great thing for me to see how much this actually does. So I have my little bowl, my little dish with my gel, and I put a little bit of my spray, my Sculpla stem cell spray. So I'm putting the gel on, just using a brush, applying it, going down on the jawline over here, and I'm just going to turn it on. I'm putting on the pulsing mode where it has all the lights flashing. And I'm going to start down here, and you'll see my face twitching a little bit. So I'm starting down here at the chin and just going back. You really don't have to go that slow. Honestly, when I do it myself, I go like this. I'm just going to show you the motion and then I'll do it the way I usually do it. So again, next section. Going a little slow and going up. And then I'll show you I go back and forth doing it too. I'll go over again the section I just did, because it's 10 minutes. It might be a little longer this time because I'm talking in between. So I may reset it, because the machine does a 10-minute cycle and then it turns off. Now on this side, now this section, I'll go slow so you can see. And then I'll go a little faster too. This is where I really need a lift. I definitely need a lift over here. So I'll keep going over there. I'll go back to that section later. Now the next section, just putting a lot of gel on. And I'm going to go pretty close to the eye. I'm going to close my eyes so they don't freak out. And I'm going right underneath the eye and lifting up. But you can go very close to the eye, don't worry. Going down over here again, this muscle needs to be woken up. So this muscle has a lot to do with the one right here with the nasal labial fold, this area. So this is going to help lift it, going over here. So whenever you need more gel, just add more. Like, you don't want it gliding, you don't want it sticky, you want it to glide smoothly. Next section, going like this, still close to the eye and going up. And now I'm going to go up again. I need a little more gel. And I'm going over here again. I'm just really lifting up in this area. Kind of scooping around underneath the eye and up into right where the brow ends. And now this section going up right here. Putting a little bit more gel on. I'm going to scoop up this way. So you can do this maybe 5-6 times. This section right here, because this is a pretty big area. And this one I like to go in one direction, because I really feel like it's just lifting the muscle. You can feel it kind of breaking up some of the lymph down here when you feel those little bumps. Okay, now I'm going to go my other favorite part, which always feels a little freaky over here, but I like it. It feels like it's doing something. So I'm going on my eyebrow. Can go right on top of your eyebrow. I'm going back and forth. Just slowly. I have my eyes closed. If you're sensitive to the lights, you may not want to put it on the strobing one. You might want to just put it on this. Put it on the mode that doesn't have the strobing light. So I'm going back and forth on my eyebrow, slowly. Now I'm going to go up. I'm going to lift my eyebrow up over here. So going back into the hairline. Muscle doesn't stop at your hairline, so you can go as far back as you want. I feel it's so stressed right here. I'm just going to go a little bit more. Go up. And then I'm going to go up on my forehead, because this is a really important part to lift your eyebrows, to lift your eyes. So I'm going to do the other side, and then we'll see. I'll probably do more over there, because I like to have that part really lifted. Doing this side. So again, I'm going slow so you can see and follow. Just going up. And then I'll go back and forth a little bit. You don't have to do the back and forth motion. I just do it because I like the way it feels on the muscles. I feel it's really waking them up. But you can just go up. Doing the next section. Going up. Starting at the chin, going up. The next section. here. Getting really close to the nose. That nasolabial fold right there. This is really great for that. It really helps to lift that and kind of get rid of that crease. Now I'm going to do a little closer. I'm going to lift right here. So I just go in sections. I try and do the lower part, then kind of creep my way up to the eyes and then the forehead. And I'm doing right in here. And don't be surprised if one side is more sensitive than the other. That always happens. So I'm going right up in here. And I like to keep my eyes closed just because it does make your muscles twitch and your eyes kind of feel funky. Now I'm going to go right underneath my eye. Going slow first. This feels, really does do it. It does a really deep massage on your muscles on your face. So it's going to run out and I'm going to restart it just because I've been talking a lot. You can see it just stops on its own. Just going to click it again. You don't really want to do more than 10 minutes on your face. They say it just kind of exhausts your face a little bit. So, but the amount of time that I stop, get the gel, put it on, I still have a couple minutes to go. So I'm going to do the side over here. I'm going up. Start from the jaw. Oops. Need a little more gel. Start from the jaw, go all the way up to the hairline. You can see how it makes my eyes twitch. I'm not doing that. The machine is making my muscles do that. So yeah, don't be shocked when your muscles feel like they're twitching all over. They will be. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyebrows. Going up into my forehead. I'm just going to cover the whole forehead again because I'm going to go over this middle section too. This is a really important section. Actually, I'll start right there. I'm going to go right in the middle. I'm going to go back and forth. I try and really hit that little wrinkle. There's always little wrinkles right in there, and a lot of women forget. Even when they go do Botox, sometimes it doesn't hit that area. So I like to make sure mine is it's getting worked out as much as it can. I am a no injection person, so if you do, whatever. I just don't, and I don't think putting a neurotoxin into my body is a good idea for me. I'll stick to the machines. I'll stick to every machine. I have this, I do the microcurrent, and I'm going to show also the Omna. The Omna is really great, and that doesn't use electrical stimulation. It's just manipulating with the tool. So it really shows great results. So I like doing the combination. Right here is always really sensitive. So on your forehead, some people feel nothing and some people feel a lot. I feel a lot on my forehead. Make sure it's got enough gel on it. Oof. Just feel a lot. So going up. Oof. It really is sensitive today. And this is on level 1. I didn't go to level 2. Usually I can go up to 2 or 3, but the forehead, not so much. And I'm going to do the corner of my eyes again. Going slow. Lifting. Doing the other side again, because this is the one that droops more. And I'm going to go over my lips. I love how it plumps my lips up so much, and it helps lift the corners of your mouth. So it feels weird, but I like the results. I have my eyes closed. So you do feel a little pinching. So if you move quickly, you don't want to hold it still. You want to keep moving the tool. I'll put a little more gel on, do my nasolabial fold again, and then I'm done. Sometimes I go over my nose just to help with the pores, and it feels consistent. It's one of those things. You want to feel like you touched everywhere on your face. Okay, what I didn't do is the neck. I suggest you save the neck for another time. Don't do it at first, because if you don't strengthen the muscles in your jawline and the rest of your face first, if you make your muscles in your neck really strong, it's going to pull down. So try and release the muscles in your neck, make sure they're not so tight, and then start doing on the neck. But then you would go right over here underneath. You can do now is right under the chin. You don't want to hit the thyroid. You can go right under the chin. You can go under the chin, just kind of scoop back and forth to the chin. If you are doing the neck, just go right over here, right up behind the ear. And that's it. So this is my droopy side. So you can see it lifted a little bit. My eye is lifted a little bit. Now this eyebrow does look a little more lifted than this eyebrow. So did lift, probably because I did more on this side. So now I should go back and do this side a little more too. But yeah, you can definitely see how it lifted this side. And this definitely looks lifted. And this should be done 3 times a week and 10 minutes each time. And like I said, it'll turn off automatically, so you don't have to put a timer on. And if you take too long putting the gel on and everything, you can press it again and do a little bit more of the cycle, but try not to do 2 full cycles. That's definitely not, that's too much. So just 10 minutes. If you need a couple more minutes just to finish up, that's fine. And just try and do the areas where you really feel you need it more. I did all over, but a lot of times I'll focus on the areas where I really need to have more of a lift. You can buy it at my website, facewear.net. I sell them. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get them in because I can't keep them in stock all the time. So sometimes it will take a month to get it back in, but for the most part, I can get it to you very quickly. But this is the Time Master Pro. Lifts and tones your face, 10 minutes, 3 times a week.